What does loyalty look like, when there's no one left to follow? Beneath the shadow of the Rockies, where pine trees stand like silent guardians and rivers carve their way through endless valleys, there lived a dog unlike any other. He had no name, no color, no master, only scars that told stories of battles fought and winters survived. The pack he once belonged to had scattered. Wolves, coyotes, and strays, creatures of the wild, did not forgive weakness. And so, when famine came and stronger teeth fought for scraps, the dog was driven away. He wandered alone, ribs showing beneath his ragged fur, paws cracked from miles of unforgiving terrain. But in his eyes, there was something unbroken. Each dawn, he climbed the same ridge and looked out over the valley. Below him ran the river where elk drank, where bears prowled, and where the air smelled of survival. Every morning, hunger gnawed at his belly, yet still he stood tall, like a sentinel of the forgotten. Seasons shifted. In winter, snow buried the land in silence. The dog learned to dig beneath drifts for roots and gnaw frozen bones left by wolves. In spring, when rivers swelled and trout leapt against the current, he taught himself to wait, still as stone, before striking with precision. By summer, his body grew stronger, his fur glossier, his eyes sharper. He was no longer a castaway, he was becoming a legend of the valley. But survival was never without trials. One evening, as the crimson sun dipped behind the trees, a mountain lion emerged. Its eyes glowed with hunger, muscles rippling beneath tawny skin. The dog did not run. His legs trembled, but he stood firm, teeth bared. The lion lunged, claws slicing air, but the dog twisted, fast as the wind. He bit down hard on the predator's leg, long enough to send a message, "I am no prey." The lion retreated, limping into the shadows. That night, the forest whispered of the lone dog who faced death and lived. Days bled into weeks. The dog roamed territories no pack dared to claim. He slept beneath starlit skies, where owls hooted and wolves howled from afar. The wolves began to notice him, the one who walked alone. They followed his scent, tested his courage. And when they surrounded him, eyes gleaming in the moonlight, he did not cower. He raised his head, howled back, and stood his ground. Strangely, they did not attack. Perhaps they saw in him a reflection of themselves. Perhaps they respected the scars carved into his body, the strength in his stance. Whatever the reason, they turned and left him unharmed. From that night, the dog was no longer invisible. He was a shadow spoken of in howls. But the truest test came in the dead of winter, when a blizzard swallowed the valley. The cold cut deeper than any claw, and prey vanished into silence. 4 days, the dog searched, his paws leaving faint trails in the snow. His breath came in clouds, his body weakened. Then he found them, 2 wolf pups, shivering beneath a fallen tree, their mother gone, their tiny whimpers swallowed by the storm. He could have left them. Survival demanded it. But something stirred in him, deeper than instinct. He curled his body around theirs, sharing what little warmth he had. Through the storm, he hunted for them, brought scraps, and shielded them from icy winds. When spring finally came, the valley bloomed again. The pups grew stronger, chasing each other through tall grass, their playful yips filling the air. And the dog, scarred, weary, but unyielding, watched them with silent pride. The forest no longer whispered his story, it roared it. He was not just a stray, not just a survivor. He was the alpha who had risen without a pack, who had stood alone yet chosen to protect. And though he would one day fade into the earth, his spirit remained etched into the mountains and rivers. Travelers who passed through swore they could hear his howl at dusk, deep, powerful, echoing across valleys, a reminder that strength is not born from belonging, but from standing when the world leaves you behind. Because sometimes, the greatest stories are not about those who are loved, but those who choose to love, even when no one is watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories that inspire courage, loyalty, and hope.